So what are we doing today, Christina?
I am getting my first tattoo. My first tattoo at Ephemeral. It is a made-to-fade tattoo, so it's going to last like 9 to 15 months, but it's still a real tattoo. My heart's beating really fast right now.
What are you nervous about?
I've never, because it's my first tattoo, and then it's gonna hurt because they have to use a real needle. Basically the ink, like your body breaks down the ink, so that's how it fades, but it's a real tattoo with like a real tattoo gun and all of that. I'm gonna get it like on my arm, like my inner bicep. I think when we go in the studio we'll like do a bit more of like the design and placement. Sorry, Mom. Let's go.
Let's go.
Olivia's coming with me as my emotional support.
I got my Coke, I got my peanut brittle. I'm ready.
Yes, and the studio is, I guess this is like Hollywood. It's on La Brea. It's also kind of near the Grove, I think. Yeah, there's also like a studio in Brooklyn in New York, but it just worked out for me to come to the LA one while I'm here for the holidays. So let's go check it out. Hi, thank you. Yes, Christina. Thank you.
This is your first tattoo?
Yes.
Welcome to Ephemeral. Ephemeral is the only tattoo studio in the world that does what we do, which is made-to-fade tattoos.
Okay.
You will get tattooed traditionally with a machine and a needle. The only difference is going to be the ink. And it's made out of biocompatible, biodegradable, and bioabsorbable ingredients. It's all FDA approved, it's all medical grade and vegan. The white blood cells in the water in your body allow it to break down over time and slowly fade. The one above though is about 12 months old.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is still going strong, sure, but it's also fading a lot quicker than this one is.
Okay.
I'll show you another one on my leg. I believe it's on this side right here.
Okay.
This one's fading a lot faster too. This is going towards 7 months.
Okay.
All right.
I'm nervous and I'm not even getting to the tattoo.
Christina, nice to meet you. Hi. This is my friend Olivia.
Sorry, Olivia.
Nice to meet you. This is what I put together.
Ooh, hold on, can I record?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna pause here to tell you a bit about my design. So before my appointment, I filled out a design survey and I submitted some inspiration pictures and a description of what I wanted, as well as size and style and placement and things like that. My inspo pic was this kind of floral bouquet idea on the inner bicep, and I wanted to have 3 specific flowers to represent my mom and then my 2 grandmas. Freesia is my mom's favorite scent, and so that represents my mom. The iris represents my grandma on my dad's side. She loved irises, and I remember her like having done a painting with irises before. And then for my 외할머니, or my mom's mom, we've got the 무궁화, which is the national flower of Korea. It just makes me think of Korea, and that's where my grandma lives. So that's the inspiration and meaning behind this design, and I love what Blue put together here.
Do you want to try the sizing on the front of the arm first?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think? I think the smaller looks nice. Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so hairy. Yeah.
How's that? It wasn't too bad. I'm done with my tattoo. I love it. This is my tattoo artist, Blue. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I love it.
So in 2 days, you'll remove this patch and you'll replace it with a new patch.
Okay.
You'll take it off in the shower with lukewarm water and unscented soap. The shower helps loosen up the adhesive. And then you'll leave the second patch on for another 2 days and then you'll remove it. And once you remove the second patch, you'll just daily wash it multiple times and keep it hydrated.
Okay.
These tattoos tend to get itchy.
I'm done. I'm all patched up and I covered it up because I gotta keep it out of the sun. But we're done. Thanks, Ephemeral. Don't mind the mattress in the background. I am at my parents' house and there were some guests staying over. So yeah, we've got like a mattress here. It's January 2nd, so it's been a little over a week since I got my tattoo. I got it on December 23rd. So I just wanted to give a little bit of an update of how it's doing. So here it is. It is healing really nicely. I have been doing my best not to submerge it in water too much. So, I mean, I'm still showering, but I'm trying not to scrub it or anything like that. Definitely don't want to exfoliate. I've been using this soap that they gave me in a little aftercare kit when I left the studio. So this is just an unscented soap. And then I've also been moisturizing it several times throughout the day. They gave me 2 bottles of this Vanicream, which I think is just like a unscented moisturizer. Just put some on right now. I have really dry skin, so it seems like that is making you know, my tattoo itchier as well. My tattoo artist did mention that these can get itchy, and so I've just been moisturizing whenever it kind of feels a little bit uncomfortable. The first patch that I had on was crazy, so I'll show you what that looked like after about a day and a half of wearing that first patch. Basically, it's a hydrocolloid patch, so I think it like draws out moisture and all of that just to help it not get infected. And then with the second patch, a lot of like that moisture that you saw or like those ink bubbles, I didn't have any of that with the second patch. And then since then, as I mentioned, I've just been trying to moisturize it, make sure I'm not really exposing it to the sun. I've kind of just been wearing long sleeves most of the time, just wearing a t-shirt now to show you the tattoo. They said that it would be fully healed in about 3 to 4 weeks. I think there is like a little bit of peeling here and there, so that will go away. Any redness should go away. And then from there, I'll just have to make sure I'm just always keeping it moisturized, have SPF on it. So overall, this was an amazing first tattoo experience. It actually didn't hurt as much as I expected. The shading and the dots, like the little details in the flowers, those actually hurt more because it was more of like a poking versus the straight lines. Since the pain kind of moved around, it was easier to manage. I'm really interested to see how this fades. And for me, doing this made to fade tattoo is so perfect for my first tattoo because I have always loved tattoos and I love how they look on other people. I've had many different ideas for my own tattoos, but I've always been a little bit scared of the commitment of having something permanent on my body. So this is just a great way for me to try and have the experience of having a tattoo, but it's going to fade in 9 to 15 months, depending on all those different factors. I just want to thank Ephemeral so much for giving me the opportunity to get my first tattoo and for gifting me this amazing piece. Thank you to my tattoo artist Blue. I put their Instagram in the description box, so you can go check that out. Let me know what tattoo you would get if you were to get an Ephemeral made to fade tattoo. I would love to know your ideas. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.